Focus! Focus!
Find a good position.
But
Don't let them behind you. He's down! You won! Run away. Go. She's ready. Remember your trade. It's nearly over. Finish it.
I can still smell it. The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. You hear them too, Seuna?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
Are they screaming? You can hear the rooms. Screams will help you. Screams.
Good music. Good battle music. Oh, come on. Give me that music back. Oh, I gotta be on that side.
Are they screaming?
That's horse. Horse, horse, horse.
The rooms.
path to Helheim is sealed to the living. But you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened. When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, and slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
Oh my god, come on.
End it now. This is nearly the end.
Can't block that.
He's gone. Yes, sir. Yes, there's more. Be ready. He can defend himself. Keep going. Do it. You're close.
What you gonna say?
Find a strong position. Find you.
There we go. Move.
Finish this. Finish. You finished it.
Damn.
When you see a fire gate of Surt, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through. Find the fire, Seuna, to follow the path to Surt.
Run for your life! You're going the wrong way!
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
What's happening? Where's the fire gone? Where's it gone? The fire's disappeared. will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
That's my exit.
Truth said, find your own way.
There's always another way.
Always.
There's always a way.
Find your own way.
You just have to find it. Truth is waiting for you. It was never going
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice. Find the fire, Seuna, to follow the path to Surt.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes, but they just screamed like helpless pigs.
Oh, I don't miss this stuff.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious. Do your gods answer your prayers, Seuna? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Seuna! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me! I am alone.
Find the fire, Seuna, to follow the path to Surt. The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday.
Ragnarok.
They call it Ragnarok,
Ragnarok.
the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day. The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Seuna, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Seuna, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things. Like you, Seuna. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
Oh no 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 no! No 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 no!
They surrounded us.
You say your world has collapsed. Good. Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the cry!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
had in a while.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Seuna, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, find the fire. I can see it clearly on other Surt. Even my captors feared the fire of Surt. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him.
Have problems with this one. Why? Oh, there he goes. Yep. Focus! Focus!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Seuna, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from you.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Spill the blood of Surt. Take his mark, and I will choose you from the world and forever be in your debt.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight me now!
They're winning. He can breathe.
Do that, you're crazy. Oh my god, you really want to?
It's building.
every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end,
We all fall.
we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep
I
it.
die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers, your quest, the truth.
Druth was a troubled man, scholar turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world. Seuna saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him, until she too could see what he saw. Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Seuna has died before, and she will do so again.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate. Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't. She's done it. It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross into hell.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left. The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling. the only one that makes any sense.
Finish this! End it now! Behind you!
I'm coming for you, don't worry.
Take him down!
That's what I want you to do. Are you ready? Come here. No. Yeah!
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Get up quick! She's injured! She's not gonna make it!
Whoa! Whoa! That really smacked me right in the face too. Holy shit. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's nearly over.
Oh, there goes the smack again. Come here. Oh my god, these guys are easy. Come on. Yep, I got it.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike him. Go! Fight again. Spill their blood. End it.
Yeah, come on.
Can't do it.
Oh my god. Freaking dude.
Get up.
Alright. Oof.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join us. By the giantess. The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Focus! 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 That might be it. I think I'm missing one. I don't think I got this one last time. Oh yeah.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Doors open.
It's opening.
Who is it? It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Whoa. Yeah, you had no chance.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Jeez, nuts.
What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It's real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Seuna?
No, it's not. It's a trick. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real.
These voices, man,
Go towards it.
drive someone crazy. Looking for stones.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs, errands out in the Orkney Plains.
Take a look at that.
That was her world.
Relationship.
Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Make sure I don't miss any stones. One stone. Okay, whatever you want in there. Let's check.
Seuna, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in yours.
There he was, the lone figure of a boy. Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him.
He's there, under the tree.
To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Sounds like a child. You're
death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
I'm gonna find the next stone that
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Sigurd. Luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Sigurd has them buried alive.
What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just a deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Seuna.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one?
Well, I watched you, and...
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
Me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. You killed him. That Her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Seuna knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here!
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone!
You will die here.
No!
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up!
About time.
Dillion? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillion? Nothing lives here. You won't survive.
Shut up.
You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Seuna, as there is always a heavy price to pay. And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named
Grom. Grom. I think that's the same sword Conan carried, I was looking for.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillion left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it. Where is it? Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and the would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword Tyrving.
He cares about her too much. He loves her. He doesn't. He does. It's not Dillian, it's a trick. He loves her.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? I'll find him.
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him?
Where is he?
He sounds like he's getting further away.
Have you lost him?
You're going the wrong way.
Well, you need to shut up.
You lost him. Where are you? Turn left. Turn right.
Over this way.
What was that?
This way. Follow this way.
Nothing.
Where are we?
None of your business. Shut up.
There he is.
There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go? You let him.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
How could you? You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back.
He was just there. How could you lose him? How could you lose him?
How could you? Find him.
Dude, you guys are really frustrating. Shut up.
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
Alright, that stuff might be here. I don't even know. Oh, is that one?
I can hear him.
Oh, I got that one already.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think. Focus.
It's not him. It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
No, not going that way. Like, this is the way. I just want to see if I can find another stone. Oh my god, that's the same place. That's weird.
You don't recognize it.
Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize it.
Yes, you do. You know.
She doesn't.
Listen for his voice. Listen.
Dillian, where are you?
Listen for his voice.
Dillian. She can't hear it.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening? It's not him. It can't be.
What's that sound? The voice is changing.
What? That's not Dillian.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Yeah, you're funny, dude. Yeah, shut up. Oh, sick bastard. She's really doing this guy.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him. That voice. It's not Dillian. wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through.
No, Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief himself.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Seuna.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
It's done.
You did it.
But there's more. There's more.
You're tired, but you have to keep going.
There's still more.
There's always more to do.
It's not going to be easy.
Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died.
Bowie, turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong.
This place stinks.
It's disgusting.
There he is.
There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air. Where's it gone?
Keep going. How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
Just one little test.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No.
No.
Don't worry.
Not everyone can.
I don't want to swim.
It was one spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water... She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong, something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. Soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that.
It's broken. Fix it.
You have to fix it. No, you have to find him.
Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Seuna.
You have to get in.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
She did it.
You fixed the bridge.
She fixed it.
You passed the trial. Get to the house.
You succeeded.
She fixed it. She fixed it.
Shut up. Drop.
Seuna! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there?
Where is
Come out if you are.
Find him.
Oh, I thought it was it.
To find
Damn it.
him.
The room.
There was a Northman called Grettir, big, red-haired, immensely strong, but he was afraid of the dark. It happened one night.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
Oh no, this freaking place.
It's Dillian. Go to him. Dillian, go to him. He's trying to save you.
Where's your sword? Defend yourself. What is that creature?
You can't defend yourself.
It's Dillian. Find the creature.
Where's Dillian?
Where are we?
That's not Dillian's
It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it?
I'm not safe.
You're dying.
You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
One more to find. One more. One more.
Don't get lost.
Find the other symbol. You're lost.
Let him look at me. Where is he? The
Another
light.
one.
The room.
Go towards it. Focus. 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 Look. You've got them. Where's the door?
Find a way out.
Find the gate.
Get out.
Run! Look at you! Don't let it see you, it's coming. Move away! You're lost again.
Focus.
Seuna! Seuna! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless?
What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword?
What if we're wrong?
The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test.
You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again.
Being tested.
You don't know. It's just their game for you.
You never know which way it's going to go.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken.
There's no way you can fix it.
What do you do now, Seuna? What does it see?
His mask is here to watch you fail.
It's dangerous. Don't go near it.
The mask sees.
Stay
back, don't touch it.
I'm curious. Where are we?
What is this?
It's the same. It's another world. The bridge.
It's not broken.
It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldur. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldur dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Dillion, there he is. What are you waiting for? Find a way. Find him. Go through before he disappears. Dillion, where is he?
Was he gone away that nobody?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark world. Where's the way out?
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Seuna explored new paths into the unknown.
Baldur's mother. Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
Do you remember how he made you feel?
That's really evil.
Do you remember the way he stroked your hair? Do you remember the way he felt?
You can't go up there.
You can't go up there.
Not in this world.
No, not in this world. You can't. Senua, you've got it.
Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You are in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
Remember, Dillion.
What do you remember?
Do you remember the sound of his voice?
You have no chance for love now.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again.
You've killed him with your love because he believed in you. There he is. Where are you taking him?
He's up there. He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
It's all your fault.
Your curse.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Baldur. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Baldur stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies,
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friends. Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillion, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
They've set you trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? It's laughing at you. What if they go closer to Dillion? Why didn't she listen? You're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Baldur return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Baldur stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Baldur, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Baldur was never my friend.
Nobody will love her now. Can you remember what life feels like? Look what her best thing she wants. She destroys the thing she loves. Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillion's dead.
He doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel? Poor Dillion. He didn't know. He was cold. She knew best.
She thought she had light within her when she was in love.
She is pure darkness.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
This language you don't understand.
Zinbel was right.
You're wasting time.
Do you remember your cursed?
You'll succeed.
Slow, quicker.
Dillion saved her.
You owe your life to Dillion.
You owe everything to him.
she was cursed. He saved you when everyone else turned their backs.
What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute?
He was the only one she could trust.
What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she's they mean nothing. Being special.
Waste of time.
Could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just
Playing
What if the gods are laughing at her?
messy.
It wouldn't be this.
Be the first time. There he is.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes, and slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Very careful.
You've come this far, don't let him slip away.
It's a narrow bridge. And there's a long way to fall. Where's he gone?
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Seuna. Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy.
They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you from the inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears.
They're going to take everything.
They're not yours anymore.
They're going to take everything you have.
The memories are ghosts.
They belong to the gods, not to you.
They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul.
They want to crush it.
They think they want your body. They want your soul.
They want your mind, and they're going to take it.
The memories were yours, but they're the gods now.
The Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Seuna.
Where am I can't see.
This frickin' place.
Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
The breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from. The others.
Yes, you can.
The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I can't go on. Lillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
I think I'm somewhere else now.
Oh my god,
The
look at
breeze
her
has
eyes.
gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
Water.
I hear water.
Go to it.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Seuna. My father. He taught me the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the soul. You're no coward. Prove that to me in the warrior trials. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your battle. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. We need people like you.
Okay. I'll do my best.
I know what you're thinking. He's not really here. Seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
There is a house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Dillian. There's something in here.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it, one step at a time.
Some chains. No, no. Oh, there it is. Oh.
It's not following.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
Right. Oh god. Crazy. Go. Come on, move. Oh, shit. Don't come back. Don't come back. Oh shit, no. Go. Oh my god.
I think I'm in a house.
I think you're right.
It stinks of death.
The darkness is testing you. You are in control.
No, I think there's something dead in here. It's a lot of flies.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
The dead people! Yeah! Ah.
Dillian. Help me.
Come to me, son.
Oh! Can you move, please? Oh god, he's really close. Alright, it's time to run. Go.
Dillian. Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes, I can see you too.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.